Hey there, Black Bear fans, and welcome to this week's episode of From the Den. I'm Allison Willette.
I'm Emily Bontanovis.
And I'm Drea Cachudalo.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to your all-access pass to everything UMaine Athletics, coming to you live from the Den.
The baseball team brought home a couple of wins this past weekend against the UMass Lowell Riverhawks. Saturday's matinee ended in only 8 innings as the Black Bears Mercy ruled their opponent in a 10-0 victory. Their 3-2 win on Sunday should set them up with momentum as they hit the road to UAlbany. How'd softball look this week, Drea?
Well, the softball team is still fighting to add to their 6-game win total for the season as they recorded an unsuccessful weekend against the UMBC Retrievers. With points on the board for each contest, the Black Bears hope to come out with some early runs and secure a win against Binghamton this coming weekend. How's the outdoor season going for our track and field teams, Allison?
The men's and women's track team are off to a strong start with 14 men and 16 women recording personal records at the Jim Boulanger Invitational this past weekend. An overall second place finish for both teams will make them hungry for first as they head out to Amherst and Providence this weekend. I heard cheer will be heading somewhere soon too.
That's right, Allison. The Black Bear Cheer squad is gearing up for their appearance in Nationals down in Daytona, Florida. Be sure to tune in to the competition on Varsity TV on April 9th through April 13th. Along with this new coverage, we also have a new story for you with March Madness, right, Drea?
That's right, Emily. Since Black Bear basketball is over, we figured we would keep you all basketball fans happy by giving you guys a March Madness update, highlighting Maine's very own Cooper Flag. Apologies in advance to anybody mourning their brackets after Duke's narrow loss against the Houston Cougars this past Saturday.
Well, that's what we got for you today. From victories to upsets to hero stories, let's dive even further into UMaine's active sports, live from the Den. The UMaine baseball team was in Orono for their first home series of the season, where they faced the UMass Lowell Riverhawks. They picked up their second straight conference series victory, winning 2 of the 3 contests. After opening the weekend with a loss on Friday, the offense came to life on Saturday in their first shutout of the season. Miles Sargent led the Black Bears to a 10-0 victory with 3 hits, 2 runs, and an RBI. Evan Menzel led the offense on Sunday with 2 hits and 2 RBIs to help the Black Bears earn their second conference series win. Caleb Lays delivered another solid start on the mound on Saturday, striking out 9 in 7 innings pitched. Gianni Gambardella had his strongest start of the season on the mound on Sunday, allowing a season-low 3 hits and 2 runs in 7 innings. The Black Bears are on the road this weekend as they head to UAlbany for a 3-game conference series against the Great Danes. The softball team had their first weekend series at home this past weekend. On Friday, the weekend's first game, despite the 10-4 loss, UMBC took a lead in the top of the second. Black Bears responded with 4 runs in home half of the second. Maggie Helms, Morgan Poole, Kira Inman, and Nora Campo scored the 4 runs that day. On Saturday, the first game of the doubleheader, Madison Zimmerman started and threw all 8 innings. Bailey Snowberger scored the first run for Maine. Kylie Hernandez scored the second run to tie the game, forcing an extra inning. The Retrievers won 4-2. In the second game of the doubleheader, the Retrievers put 3 runs across in the 6th inning. The bottom half of the second saw Bailey Snowberger drive in Eviana Robles with a single to get the Black Bears on the board. The Black Bears will return home this coming weekend, hosting Binghamton for a 3-game conference series.
The men's and women's track and field teams competed in the Jim Boulanger Invitational hosted by UNH this past weekend down in Durham, New Hampshire. Both teams finished in second place, with the men scoring 104 points and the women 106. Nolan Failer finished first overall in the 200-meter dash, and Andrew Abalon placed first overall in the long jump. The triple jump, Connor Morin secured first overall as well. Maddie Sear, Kelsey Horst, Marley Yoder, and Erica Lawson are only a few of the Black Bears that placed first to help Maine. Saffron Humason placed first in the triple jump, while Cheyenne Figueroa placed first in the hammer throw as well. Visalia Tracy, a freshman, set a new school record in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. She placed second overall with a time of 10 minutes, 58.51 seconds. As Maine cheer gears up for nationals, they finish off the 24-25 season strong. The team competed at UNH in a championship event to close out March. Spirit Rally took home first place in New Hampshire, while Intermediate All-Girl finished second in their division. Cheerleaders are connected with the local community, hosting youth clinics all over the course of the year. The send-off showcase at Maine took place on April 5th, with fans in attendance wishing the team a good end to the season. The team will take the stage at Nationals from April 9th to the 13th in Daytona, Florida. You can watch the competition on Varsity TV. Good luck to our cheerleaders.
The UConn Huskies have reclaimed their place atop the women college basketball world. This past weekend, they won the title against South Carolina in dominating fashion. The performance not only spoke to the team chemistry these ladies have had all year, but the exciting potential of Paige Beckers. It will be interesting to see where she lands in the upcoming WNBA draft. Over on the men's side, about half the country's March Madness brackets were squashed this weekend when the Duke Blue Devils lost in a heartbreaker to the Houston Cougars 70-67. Houston climbed back from a 14-point deficit thanks to Joseph Tolger's efforts on defense. The Blue Devils simply couldn't come back. Maine native Cooper Flagg's 27-point effort just was not enough. But his performance on the court this year was enough for the Newport native to get the Wooden Player of the Year award, being the fourth freshman in NCAA history to do so. The Florida Gators bested the Auburn Tigers 79-73 to punch their ticket at a shot to win the national championship. Florida's Walter Clayton Jr. is leading the charge for the Gators in the Final Four victory. He scored an impressive 34 points. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Both schools have gone a long time without a championship appearance. For Houston, their last trip to the big game was 1984, and the Gators are back for the first time since 2007. They'll be looking to reclaim the title of national champions, but they'll have to want it more than Houston. And for a school that's never won a title, that's not going to be an easy task. The chip on the shoulders of the Houston Cougars might be the last piece in their March Madness puzzle. Be sure to stay tuned for the results. Regardless of who you're rooting for, one thing's for sure, there will be history made.
Well, that's all we have for you tonight, Black Bear Nation. Thanks for spending some time with us. This week is jam-packed for UMaine athletics as America East competition continues for baseball, softball, and track and field. Softball will take the mound in home territory against Binghamton in a Saturday doubleheader at 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. with the final matchup against the Bearcats on Sunday at 11 a.m. Most events will be played away this week, with baseball traveling to Albany, New York to face off against the UAlbany Great Danes on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Track and field will be on the road in Amherst, Massachusetts and Providence, Rhode Island for invitationals this weekend as they continue their outdoor season. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at UMaine_FromTheDen for more highlights, behind-the-scenes content, and updates from the heart of Black Bear Nation. And be sure to tune in next week as we bring you more action, stories, and more from the Den. And please, if you're interested in joining or learning more about our group, please scan the QR code below and fill out the interest form. As always, Black Bears, fill those steins and go blue.